Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with...
This is Envision.
Nice, here at Welcome to Rockville. So, question, what do you think of this venue for doing the show?
This is a really sick venue, you know?
Right?
Like, raise hell, praise Dale, am I right? Like, going around seeing the finish line and seeing the NASCAR logos, coming over to the artist tent, we got to see like the incline that the cars are on. This is really cool.
You know, that wall, it looks so different in person than it does on TV, where they drive up and, you know, they have to go like a minimum of 80 miles per hour to get and stay on the wall.
That's insane.
Right? I have my skateboard with me. I asked if I could ride the wall with my skateboard, but they didn't like that idea.
Think you can go 80 miles an hour on your skateboard?
No, I'll probably break every bone in my body. That's why I would wait till my last interview today. So, I have a trivia question, and you can all answer. You might have different answers. See the multicolored chairs? Why are they multicolor?
I'm going to go with, so it looks like Legos.
I think that it's so when you look at it, it looks like there's people.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So it looks more filled up whenever it's not filled up with people.
Okay, so we got 2-1.
I was thinking something basic, like it was almost like an assigned section seat, like you're in blue row this, seat number that kind of vibe.
I think it might help with like what you see when you're watching it on TV.
So like kind of like what they were saying, right? Yeah. Well, that's what it is. So it looks like the stands are full. And I was interviewing a NASCAR driver the other day, and we were talking about that. He said, he gave the best explanation. He goes, like, you go to a basketball game, there's like 20,000 people. You put 20,000 people in here, it looks like it's empty.
Wow.
And that's the point, because it holds like 100,000. So, and also for the drivers. And you guys, as artists, could understand this. It's like the drivers driving around, it looks to them like the stands are full. So it's kind of like the same feeling if you were up on stage and there were masses of people out there, opposed to a few stragglers. You know, so, and you know, as an artist, you play the same whether it's 1 or 1,000,000, but the energy's not the same sometimes.
Yeah, I can relate to that. It's like I always want to give my best no matter what I'm doing. But, you know, it is definitely easier to perform to a large crowd than it is to perform to like 3 or 4.
And feed off of them, number one, but more, they're not so focused on you. It's like you're up there and it's like these 4 people are staring at you. Opposed to 100,000 staring at you, you don't really notice that.
Right. And also, like, if you ever get some, like, stage anxiety kind of thing, if there's a bunch of people, you can, like, look in the middle of them, not look at anyone, and everyone will think you're looking right at them.
You know, it's funny you should say that because I'm also a motivational speaker, and what we're taught as speakers is to look right here. Because every person in that audience will think you're looking directly in their eyes.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And the underwear trick, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
In fact, that might make me want to walk off stage some of what I might see out in the crowd.
Yeah.
I don't know who came. I want to know who came up with that strategy because I don't know. They must be a sicko or something.
Yeah. I'd like to know what they were thinking for sure.
So, what do you think when you got the call or the email or whatever that you were going to be playing at the Daytona International Speedway?
So it's interesting how that happened is DWP hosts a show on Twitch called That Space Zebra Show.
Yeah.
And they do an online bracket competition. There was over 3,000 submissions, so we were selected out of 3,000 bands to compete. They selected 64 bands, and out of those 64 bands, we got the top spot. It was a fan-voted competition.
Nice.
And the moment that we won, it was me and him, and we're in a room together. These guys were separate. I think you were at work, right?
No, I was home.
You was home, okay. And then Kevin was on Kevin Longhair over here. He was on his way back from his honeymoon in an airport in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I live in West Palm Beach area. I hate Fort Lauderdale Airport, just saying. So I feel your pain.
I actually have a fun fact about that. So it's funny that we won the day that we were, my wife and I were coming home from our honeymoon in Lauderdale, because we're playing the same stage as A Day to Remember. They're from Lauderdale.
That's pretty cool. See, it's just the universe all working together.
Yeah, and so what I was going to say is that the moment that I found out, he can tell you, I like legitimately stood up and then immediately passed out.
Nice. It is one of those moments, like, you know, like, even for me, the first time we moved to this venue, I'm like, fuck, I get to drive on the Daytona Speedway to get to my parking spot in the garage of the Daytona Speedway. Like,
It's so sick.
you don't even have to be a NASCAR fan for that to be like a fanboy moment.
Yeah, this is legendary,
Right?
You know, this place has so much history. It's like America, you know.
Right? Exactly. Are there any talks of other Danny Wimmer festivals?
I believe we're gonna have more in the future for sure. We're not in the talks at this moment, but we're gonna see you again for sure.
We're putting that out there. That's what I'm doing there, because, you know, Danny's pretty good at taking bands and seeing their talent, and then all of a sudden you end up on all the festivals. So I'm just putting that out in the universe for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We would be totally honored to play any of the festivals in the DWP.
Is there one in particular that you say, whoa, that would be a cool one to do?
I really love Louder Than Life, but I also think Incarceration is so cool because it's on the grounds of a prison, you know, and that's like, it's such a unique place to have a festival.
Well, so let me tell you, I love Ink. I've been doing it for years. And my daughter, she'll always call me up and say, Dad, are you excited about this festival? I'm like, well, I love doing it, but I don't know if you do it every weekend that exciting's the word. But then when I got to Shawshank and I'm in the prison yard and I'm excited, I'm calling you from the prison yard of Shawshank.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
Yeah, totally. So tell our listeners that don't know much about you and your music, how would you describe it to them? You know, not genre, just how you as the artist would describe your music.
I think that our music is something that you don't just hear, but something that you feel.
Nice.
You know, like all of our music is like revolving around mental health in some capacity. We strongly believe in like helping other people become better versions of themselves, and talk with people after shows. We've heard stories of brokenness all around the country, and we love people and we want to help people, and that's why we make music.
See, that's amazing because that's what music's all about anyway. It's like the best therapy there is.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there was artists that I grew up listening to that really impacted my life and got me through some tough moments, and that's what made me want to make music, is I wanted to replicate that feeling in someone else.
No doubt. And it's more than just the music. It's like the scene, the people, what you do. Like, to me, if I feel like I want to kill somebody, I go into the mosh pit and I get it all out there, you know, and then I'm perfectly happy with the person I don't like or whatever, you know. It's like, and any grief or anything, like, you could just throw it all in the pit. Just throw all your negative emotions and mental stuff in the pit.
It's very much a safe space to be able to feel your feelings, not feel alone. No matter what you're going through, there's always some song that can help represent it the best way that it can. And it's a great way to, like, if you have trouble communicating your feelings, you can send a song to somebody that has lyrics expressing how you're feeling, and that's just a wonderful thing.
And what's cool about that, it's therapy for you guys as the artist and us the listener. And the best part is you may have some meaning in your lyrics, and I may get a different meaning in your lyrics, and that's when your music's great.
Yeah, absolutely. We have several songs that, things that I've written about that people come up and they're like, this means this to me, and I'm so grateful that you wrote about this. And I'm like, well, I didn't, but I'm glad that's helping you.
Right, exactly. And that's all that counts.
Right.
I'm big about lyrics, too, for the same reasons. One of my favorite lyrics of all time was Last Night, and that is, I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim. That's like the most brilliant shit ever.
That's kind of funny because we actually have a cover of Drown.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's on our Spotify, Apple Music.
I should have known that, too, but I didn't know that. Now I'm going to have to go listen to it. I listened to your music, but I didn't see that one. I got to find it.
Yeah. I think we did a really good job on it.
Nice. You should have been here last night and got up on stage with them and played it.
Well, that would be insane, but last night we were
out there,
so last night we were actually playing a festival in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Nice.
We were here Thursday and Friday meeting people and spreading the word about our set. We drove overnight to go play the festival in Biloxi, Mississippi. Then we drove overnight again last night to get here to play this festival.
Wow. How was that one in Mississippi?
It was a great time. Biloxi's our hometown.
Yeah.
So we got to play with Stain from Ashes to New, Sleep Theory, Nonpoint, 0936, and Royal Lynn, along with several local bands in the area too, like Transient, Shallow Size, not from the area, but they were on it as well. Under Black Sky and Love the Hate. So it was a nice little packed one day. I think it was 11 bands.
Nice.
It was a good hang.
And they were all there for you. They just got they got to hear who Stain was or anybody like that.
We did have a line waiting to meet us after our set that we signed autographs for about an hour and a half.
Does that trip you out now, like at this point? Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, it does. Because it's like, especially in our hometown, playing like the arena we grew up going to, and then seeing a line of people wanting to meet us in our own hometown going up the stairs there just kind of blew my mind.
Nice.
Crazy.
What was even cooler about it was after our set, the people that host the radio station that the festival's all about wanted to play Uno with us in the crowd. So we're sitting there, we got off stage and then unloaded, and then we're playing Uno right there in the middle of the crowd and pulled fans from the crowd to come play Uno with us, and that was insane.
That's sick. I just gotta say, I've done a lot of festivals. I've attended a lot of. That's a first. I'd be like, Uno. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we were playing Uno while 0936 was throwing down on stage.
Nice. That's the way to do it. So that's cool. Maybe that's a good idea for the Wimmer festivals. Just come up with these random games, or like other people have said Legos. So it would be kind of cool at this festival if they built some giant Lego something, or a Lego stage or something.
That would be cool. Or since this is a racetrack, have like a Mario Kart competition.
Oh, yeah, that would be so sick right there. I'd be down with that. I'd be like, we'll have to do your interview later. I'm going to race.
Do an interview while playing Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah, totally. I do have a scenario. I won't name who it is, but it's obvious for anybody that knows the band. But there's this one band, they're like drunk all the time. And at one festival, they stole a golf cart. The artist stole a golf cart, didn't have the keys in it, had their roadies pushing the golf cart, and they were doing an interview in the golf cart, but they had to have somebody pushing it because they didn't have the keys.
Oh, my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. They're funny as shit. So, what else do you want to tell listeners about that you got coming up the rest of 2026 and what they need to look out for? Tell them your socials, how to buy your merch. They can't listen to my show unless they buy your merch, by the way. And the hat's freaking cool.
Thank you.
They need to buy that hat.
Yeah, that hat's really good. It's available on our website, which is nvsnband.com. That's also all of our social media is NVSN Band. We don't have vowels in Envision because we're from Mississippi, so.
They don't teach that in school.
Right, yeah. We did the best we could, But they can find us on social media everywhere there. We have a new song coming out in June. If you're just now finding out who we are, you got plenty of new songs, but we have another song coming out soon. We have a tour announcement coming up pretty soon as well. So there's a lot of good things in the work in the Envision world. Follow us along and, watch the journey with us and get to know whenever we're playing the next DWP Fest.
I love it. And then, it just came to me, it would sound so cool if, just saying it, Envision at the Sphere.
One day.
Like, that would be totally...
That'd be sick.
That would totally go together like that. There's also a festival in Costa Rica, I go there a lot, called Envision. So,
no way, that's so cool.
So, Envision should headline Envision. That just makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. And if we played at the Sphere, they would have to take out the E's. So it would just be like SPHR.
That is brilliant. I love it. I don't know that they'll go for it, but I think they should. I think we would sign a petition that they do it.
Yeah. We'll get on change.org and start that right now.
There it is. Well, you guys rock. Totally excited you're here at Welcome to Rockville, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.